It's important for people to get a flu vaccine every year. It's really your best protection against the flu, but it's particularly important this year because we are in the middle of an ongoing pandemic, which is really not getting much better. And let me give you 3 reasons why the flu vaccine is more important this year than ever before. So the first reason is because both flu and COVID-19 are very serious diseases, and both can cause you to become very sick. And especially for older individuals, for senior citizens over the age of 65, there's a significant risk of severe illness and death for both of these infections. So now we don't have a lot of data on what happens to people with both these viruses, but we really don't want to find out. Just having one of these viruses by itself is bad enough. Having both of them at once, we don't want to know what will happen if somebody has both at once, especially if they're older, especially if they have underlying medical conditions. Now, as everybody knows, we're still waiting for an effective coronavirus vaccine, but we have a flu vaccine. So that is the best thing that you can do to protect yourself from the possibility of having, well, it's one of the best things you can do to protect yourself from having both of these very serious infections at the same time. So that's one. The second one is, and I should add to that, not only are you protecting yourself, you're protecting the people around you. Because the more of us who get flu vaccinated, the more we have protection for our entire community. And that's particularly important for the youngest of us, those under age 6 months who can't get the flu vaccine. And also for people whose immune systems don't work as well, the flu vaccine won't work as well in those people. So you're protecting yourself and you're also protecting your loved ones. So the second reason is for our public health system. As many people know, health system in many parts of this country have really been under significant strain with the coronavirus pandemic. And I think that, a lot of people are aware, but some people may not be aware of how much flu every winter causes our health systems to be under strain. Now, I'm a pediatrician, and I can tell you from personal experience, sometimes our workload doubles in the winter, and it's because of flu and the other respiratory viruses that become more common in the winter. So now if you have your health system already under strain from coronavirus, then you add flu on top of that. So you have both those things, and you're really, really taxing your healthcare system. You can start running out of hospital beds. Doctors' offices may not have open appointments for you. So it doesn't matter, even if you don't have one of these two infections, if you have something else, you still may not get the care you need. So that's the second reason. The third reason has to do with testing. So the flu, testing for the flu and testing for the coronavirus use a lot of the same materials. And, the more people who are sick, unfortunately, it's very difficult to diagnose either of these infections just by looking at the patient, just by looking at the symptoms. There's a lot of overlap with each other and with other respiratory viruses. So it's very important to be tested to know which one you have, because there are very specific steps that you need to take next. So if we don't have sufficient testing because too many people are sick with these similar symptoms, we won't know who has what, and we won't be able to properly manage these patients. So for all of those reasons, the flu vaccine is more important than ever before this year.